Alright, got her all loaded up. It's gonna be one trip back to the tent. Just gotta get over this, and then there's 3 miles of hiking in front of me. Well, that was an exciting first day on this lake. Man, I said I got up, slept in, got in late last night. So I was just sleeping in. Season doesn't open for 2 days, so I was just gonna be scouting. Got out of the tent, and those 2 goats were standing right here behind me, 200 yards away. It looked like one very young Billy and then a little bit older Billy, but he was maybe 3-4 years old. He wasn't very old. But it was cool to see him right here by the tent. Flying around yesterday, we hardly saw any goats. So it was either take a risk and get put up high, or hike in from the salt, which I was prepared to do, but this lake was open, so decided to give it a whirl. Feeling a lot better about it. It's always nice seeing goats 200 yards from the tent. I was hoping to get up this little drainage in front of me and glass the backside. There's a big basin over there I could see part of, and I was gonna look at the backside of that bowl and see how navigable it would be. And there's a group of goats. It was that one that I saw this morning. They worked their way over, and now they're just laying in a drift. And I think if I go up the way that I want to go, they'll be able to see me, and I might spook them out. So I don't think I'm going to do that now, so I might just hang out closer to the lake today. I still have tomorrow to scout, so I still have lots of time. Cool to see goats 180 yards from the tent this morning. I don't want to blow everything out of here, so we will wait and see what they do. I might push up a little bit further to where I can see them, get the spotting scope on them. I could see one really big nanny from the tent this morning, and now they've got a little bit closer, and I can close the distance a little bit more and get a better idea of what the group consists of. But kind of put a damper on how far I was gonna hike today, which probably isn't a bad thing. So I'm pretty sure I can just skirt that glacier right there on the right side of it and get all the way up to the top and then poke over that next ridge. Pretty unforgiving terrain. Man, every step is hard, which comes with goat country, but even more so in this area. And I got 500 yards away from that group of goats. Way closer than what I was trying to get. But I'm glad I did. It looks like 3 younger billies and then 2 big nannies. Got some cool features. One's splayed out super wide and the other one real tall. And got some cool curves in the back. They both have little kids with them. But I got a real good look at those billies, and two of them, maybe, I mean, they're young, and then one is probably 3 years old. So nothing that I'm gonna chase after. I'll leave them alone, but cool to see them. This is that glacier right behind me that I was pushing up, but I might keep going up here and over the top. Those goats will be able to see me, but they're just laying there napping midday. It's 2:40 right now, so I would like to get up and over this thing and see if I can hunt the basin that's on the back side of it. So I might bump these goats a little bit, but if they do, I'll just push further away into territory that I can't really hunt. And since I'm not gonna shoot any of them. It's not too big of a deal, but I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a big goat hanging around. But cool, always cool to see goats. Funny to watch them sprawl out, sleep on those glacial snowpacks. Spent the next 2 days hiking and scouting around this lake. Now, you might be asking yourself why I came into this lake more than 2 days before the season opened, and that is because 2 days after this hunt, I have my uncle and my father coming up. My uncle drew a moose tag for where I like to hunt moose, so I have another hunt immediately after this, so I couldn't push this hunt further to the right of the season. Plus, the transportation company that I like to use was fully booked out, so I was lucky to get in when I did, and there wasn't another available flight to get dropped off until almost a week later in the season. So because of the moose hunt, I had to come in a few days earlier than what I normally like to do. Gotta love Kodiak weather. Hang out in here, eat some dinner, try and stay dry. Opening morning tomorrow. Hopefully some goats come down by this lake. Oh, it's opening morning. It's almost 9. Got up, came over to the area that I scouted 2 days ago. Haven't seen any goats yet this morning, but had to stop and take a break because I'm just soaked in sweat. So I'm still having trouble with accessing anywhere I'm seeing goats, which is goat hunting, but this is, to the next level, which is very discouraging. But I did see one goat last night on that peak way up there. Came out on that snowbank, walked down, so it's on the back side of this giant glacier. So that's where I was gonna try and get today. But it is steep and nasty and just cliffs and all this snow. So I might have to put the crampons on and go over there, but I don't really want to do that. So we'll see what happens. Well, this is pretty freaking sketchy. I was sitting down there 10 minutes ago, looking at this, thinking it was too steep. And I might have been right. Goat tracks, and they just bail straight down off of this thing. Crazy. Just try and make sure if I do slip, I fall into those rocks and not all the way down to the bottom. This is some of the flattest ground I've walked on this whole trip, the past 3 days. It was super sketchy getting up here, but man, gorgeous. Well, the good news is I can get over to where I've been seeing goats. I didn't think I'd be able to get up here. Also, all these little goat tracks. Took me 3 hours to get up here, but if I do see goats up here again, I could get up in here and chase after them, which is a good sign. So, saw a goat by itself yesterday. Was sitting up on this peak over here, and I thought it was impossible to get up there. But like most goat hunting, with some planning and your pucker factor at about 11, you can get up into those areas. So I found a good way to get up in there. I just hopped on a glacier and cruised up and had to zigzag a few times here and there, but it wasn't too bad. So going up is always easier. Going down is gonna suck. It's gonna be crampons and trekking poles and zigzagging going slow, so. But all the goats I've been seeing have been right behind me here. I saw 3 more in the valley over here that I scouted out 2 days ago, up high, but they were walking away. And then this edge just dropped straight off and I can't get down there up to this other side, and I think I can see the same goat. It's a goat by itself. I don't know if it's the same one, but one lone goat up on the other side. It's about 1,000 yards away. I'll show you a video of him, but I can't get over there. So no goats up where I can hunt or access today, but I'm glad that I came up here. Now I know how to get up here. If I see more goats down below me or up on this peak, then I know how to attack it. I was getting ready to get out of here. It's almost 7. It's probably gonna take me 2 hours to get back down. I was getting ready to pack up. I was watching this lone Billy. I just wanted to see where he was gonna go, if he was gonna come back over here or if he was gonna keep going around to where I can't go. And I stood up, I was like, I'll give one more look around. Looked over here and there were 10 goats laying on the mountain. I must have been right on top of them earlier this morning. I don't know where they came from, but I walked out to the edge and looked back up this drainage. Couldn't see them. Oh. All those clouds rolled in when they cleared off. They just magically appeared like ghosts, like goats. Oh. I've been watching this guy. He's worked his way down. I still can't get over there, so hopefully he'll come over on this side. But there's this group of 10. I'm still trying to age them. There's 2 or 3 kids, I think 4 or 5 nannies, and then one Billy for sure that's off to the side, and then I think another younger Billy, but I'm just trying to gauge the size of them, see if they come back up and over where I can shoot, if I want to shoot one or not. I know this one's a shooter, but I can't get over to him. All right. Stayed up here way longer than I wanted to, but I got a good look at all those goats. So I gotta watch that lone Billy, and he actually ended up coming down off that mountain and then hit the bottom. So hopefully he's coming. He was kind of angled towards where those other goats were, so that's a good sign. He might meet up with them, I don't know. That other group, there was either 10 or 11 goats. I think another one popped out there at the end, but I think it was a kid. Oh. So I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna come back up here, but instead of stopping off at that first bowl down there, I'm just gonna shoot all the way up to here and do what I'm doing right now and look at this big mountain peak where I first saw this Billy and see if anything's up here, and then I can come over this edge and look down in there and maybe see this group of goats, and then if not, I can come from the top of the bowl where I've been seeing the goats and look down on them. So, but right now I wanted to get going down by 7. It's 7:45 now, so I'm gonna beat it. I got the crampons, the micro spikes on. Hopefully that'll help me cruise down the snow, but good day. Found some goats. Happy about that. So, until tomorrow. This corner right here is the steepest part of the trip. I can get around it, and I won't be too worried about the rest of the trip. But this is where it's the steepest. A little bit on the sketchy side is what I was worried about. Next little drop off, and then I'm pretty much cruising all the way back down. I'm gonna shut her off, and then I'll probably talk to you guys in the morning. It's 8:45. I was on the peak of that mountain over there. Took me an hour to get down. I think it took me 3 hours to get up there. That was a pretty good time. Once I get on those glaciers with the crampons, I can fly. It took me 30, 45 minutes to get back down to the lake, and then another 30 minutes just to get from over here around the lake. All right. Probably go back up there tomorrow, see if I can relocate those goats. Oh, made it back up to where I was last night, and that one goat is still right over there, that Billy. He didn't move. He did come down into this valley and then worked his way. I thought he was gonna come up, meet up with this other group of goats, but he didn't. So he's just wandering around pretty close to where he was last night up there. So I'm gonna spend the day up here watching him, see where he goes. This other group at 10 or 11. This other group of 10 or 11. I haven't seen them again. So they could be right below me for all I know. So just keep watching, see if they pop out again. Keep watching this lone Billy. I think I can get into this valley if he comes down. It's about 400 yards from the edge. So I could shoot down and hit him. I just have to circle around. And there's a small saddle that I could get down there. It wouldn't be fun, but I could do it. That's pretty much goat hunting all the time. But I'm gonna stay up here for the next 12 hours, just 11 hours. Keep watching the saddle where this Billy came from. A lot of goat tracks up here. See if anything works their way back this way, but feeling it today. It took me 2 hours to get up here, which is a pretty good time, but I'll just hang out up here, keep working this way and looking down every couple hours to see if those goats are working up or if they went further to the north. I don't know. No. But in the meantime, I had a braid that was working for about 4 days, so now I gotta try and teach myself how to braid. Man, hard to find a more beautiful sight than that. Well, maybe some goats within shooting range, but I don't know what just happened. I've been watching this Billy up here for 2 days now, and last night he came down into this little basin below me, and I lost track of him last night and bailed out of here by 7:45. So today I was gonna stay here till 8 and watch him and see where he went. Sure enough, he came down right down here. He was at 570 yards and he bedded down facing away from me, so all I could see was his butt. I was at 7:30, 7. So I was gonna give it till 8. So that was like a full hour of watching him. and there's goat tracks in the snow coming closer to me, and so I was hoping he would keep coming closer. Then I could squeeze one off. It would be hell getting down in there to recover him. I'd have to come back tomorrow to do it, but I can get down there. And I saw another billy come up over this mountain. They were bedded down up there. And I lost track of him. I thought he went up and over because I couldn't see him anymore. But I think he came down. And when this billy saw him or smelled him or whatever, I mean, he chased him all the way up the valley, and then they split off, and he went back up to his little perch, and the other goat kept running through the saddle. So he chased one goat out of the valley, and he's back up on his perch. So I don't know what to do now. Come back up here tomorrow. It's a 2.5 hour hike to get up here. There's another ridge I can try back behind my camp. I might try that tomorrow, and if nothing happens up there, then come back up here. I never did see those 10 goats that were down back below me yesterday. They never came out anywhere, but I know they're still hanging around somewhere, so. Oh, dang it, man, that was so close. I just needed him to stand up, stand broadside. 570 is a poke, but I was completely proned out, completely solid rest, felt great. Did some dry fire. It was gonna happen, and hopefully, I thought he was gonna keep coming down, following those goat tracks, but he didn't. Now I got hour and a half hike back to the tent. No goat, no lead in the air, so. Dang it. I didn't even screw it up. It was another goat that pissed him off. That's what pisses me off. If it's me, then I can be mad at myself. But if it's another goat, then I can't even be mad at myself. And goat hunting, it's so frustrating. Just hiked all the way back down to the lake. And there's more than 20 goats hanging out right in here. Always cool to see. This glacier water, so cold, but delicious. I think it's pretty safe to say that I'm not going to be able to get picked up today. Hopefully they can get me tomorrow, but if not, I might be stuck here till Friday. That's another 4 days. I was up at the top of those cliffs up there, shooting straight down on top of him.